Salvete omnes, this is Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. In the last episode, we cleared the Amberl Tower, and now it's time to tackle the Nebel Valley. We're all healed up and everything. So let's see. Yeah, we need to go east. Quite a ways east, in fact. We have two side quests that take place in the Nebel Valley. So this should be Hawken Gate, yeah. Well, I guess it says it on the sign, but usually you can't really read the sign without actually interacting with it. So we'll just mosey along. Walking down the highway. So we should... okay, one more room, I think. Well, at least we have nice music to listen to. I think most JRPGs are generally pretty good about having good sounding soundtracks. Sounding soundtracks, yes. But there have been exceptions. There we go. That's the path we want. North, Nebel Valley. So, of course, this counting as a dungeon area means we don't get a map for it, but at least we do get a compass. I believe we want to go right first, and room transition for reasons. Maybe they just couldn't load it all into memory at once. Anyway, we have a new energy type, yeah. Blue chicken. Ice pecker. Weak to fire, resistant against water, drops a lighter. It's an avian monster living in frigid regions. Its cold beak can freeze an enemy. It has more physical defense than I expected, too. So now we start seeing more enemies with status effects, or at least... the Nebel Valley seems to have a lot of enemies that can freeze you, and freeze is definitely not a status effect that you want to get hit with, if at all possible. It acts basically like a combination of poison and petrify. Well, I think petrify in this game makes you get KO'd if you get attacked with physical damage while you are under it, and freeze doesn't. So I guess maybe poison crossed with paralyze would be more accurate. Anyway, another beetle palette swap, at least there's only one of it. White Insectos. A large insect monster. It has the ability to paralyze prey with its attack. Okay, so this one doesn't freeze you, but still, status effects. And yeah, still has blind quartz on, so 10% chance of it doing that. We still need more fire sepith, and I have a feeling we're not going to find it here. Go fight this thing. Yeah, that wasn't really a necessary dual strike, but I'm actually not terribly worried about using CP right now, and you'll see why in a bit. Of course, it's not like we really need to use CP right now anyway. What do I want to do here? Estelle does not have... well, okay, Estelle has one multi-target magic spell, and these enemies are too far apart for it to hit both of them. Probably too far apart for this to even hit, yeah. So actually, what defines the radius of these? It looks like Ariel has a radius of 2.5. Let's see. We'll delay that one's turn. Ninja Flash. Well, at least they're slow. And the freeze went off. That sucks. If I'd planned that out a little better, I could have delayed the... yeah. I could have delayed the one that was about to attack. Oh, and they can fall asleep in the middle of battle? Interesting. Well, that one's dead. And critical hit. At least Joshua's unfrozen now, though. But now Cher is. Yeah, I hope I can get one to drop a lighter, because those prevent freeze status, which will really come in handy in this dungeon. Why a bird would be carrying a lighter, I don't know, but I guess it's one of those it's carrying the antidote kind of things. So let's see, we have a choice of paths here. I'm not sure which... okay. I think we want to go right first. There are 3 enemies. Well, that's why we have this. So then what's the radius on Hellgate? It doesn't say because it's not point targeted. But that actually does hit all of them. Yeah, more overkill, but I don't often get to hit 3 enemies with that. And none of them are resistant to wind. And of course, you can't be resistant to time, at least in this game. Yeah, I'm a bit more worried about conserving EP than I am CP. But as far as I know, that won't matter as much in this area as it did back in the Amberl Tower. I don't think there are any enemies that are almost impossible to defeat without magic. Second verse, same as the first? Okay. And why not? We'll have Shara get in on it too. Well, actually, maybe not. Yeah, we'll just do exactly the same thing as last time. I wonder who the slowest character is now that everyone has action quartz. It does seem like the beetles have lower magic defense than the birds. And hey, we got some lighters. I actually didn't think to check if we had any before. Well, Estelle's actually our healer right now, so... let's see. We'll go ahead and give her one of them. I don't think any of these other accessories particularly matter. But whatever. We have the slots, might as well equip them. And there's another new enemy. A praying mantis. And a rather fabulous one, looking one at that. Snow mantis. Resistant to everything except fire, and it's a giant praying mantis monster that can freeze its prey with a single swift attack. Yeah, what else is new? An enemy in the Nebel Valley that can freeze you? Well, it died quickly enough, so... okay, under the bridge. Yeah, another interesting thing about this dungeon is it's kind of multi-layered. Like, there's a path up here, a path down here, but they're separate. And that doesn't happen that often, it seems like. So anyway, this looks important. Phew, after all this walking, we finally found the dang thing. Now all we gotta do is tell that old man in the Beau's Market about this place. Estelle, because it's you, I have to ask. Do you know the name of this place? Oh, come on, Shira. What do you think I am, an idiot? This is in Nebel Valley, right? The name's definitely got a nice sound to it. Estelle? It's the Nebel Valley. Oh. I'm glad I asked. Give me a break. I'm a grown girl, if you haven't noticed. I'm not sure what kind of excuse that's supposed to be. Alright already. It's back to work for us. Come on, let's get out of here. Unbelievable. That certainly was a conversation. I almost considered going through and fighting all of the monsters before fighting the quest monster. But then I thought, well, I'm still not sure how the enemy respawning mechanics work in this game. Yeah, I'm super not worried about Estelle running out of VP because she's the only one with VP cut, and she also has, like, almost twice as much as everybody else does. Of course, that was also a real waste of a Hellgate. Using it to target one enemy that had like 15 HP left. Also, they dropped salt and rice, because why not? So another praying mantis. I swear this thing looks like it's wearing a dress. I don't know what it is, but... let's actually go for a flicker this time, because I am pretty sure the other two can take them out. Actually, we haven't really even been using physical attacks on these. Well, they're less beefy than the birds were.
Oh, are we done already?
Okay, does this go anywhere important? Okay, that was a preemptive. I was afraid it wouldn't be. Yeah, I feel like my setup right now isn't very optimal, but... oh well. And hey, critical bonus on a... yeah. Well, I'll admit it, I expected the enemies in here to put up more of a fight. I mean, they still did get a couple freezes off on me. So here... oh, another thing about the Nebel Valley is it's confusing. Because everything kind of looks the same and you don't have a map. Okay, will this do anything useful? Not really. Yeah, that move really is not worth using outside of a Sepith bonus turn. It just does so little damage. But I can barely hit all three of them with aerial from here. It does little damage and it knocks them apart, which usually hurts you more than it helps you, because it makes it harder to use multi-target things on them.
Oh, are we done already?
Yeah, I still need more Fire Sepith, but like I said, this is definitely not the place to get that. And hey, we get a Strega R. You've taken everything from me. Everything! Aww. So, Strega R, huh? Defense plus 10, movement plus 1. We'll give it to Estelle. You don't find this out until later, but... Or maybe she did mention something about it in the prologue? But she really likes Stragas. She's like a huge fangirl of them, so it only seems fitting. So, Dead End. I think this actually does come into play in the second game. I don't think it does anything in the first one. But anyway, we got our boots. So let's head back to the last intersection. Okay, so under the bridge. At least we got rid of the monsters. Okay, so this path should go up last, because we can go the other way back to the initial fork. Okay, and that respawned all the monsters. That sucks. Oh well. So if you go left instead of right here, you find a new enemy. But that's not our quest monster. We'll fight it anyway, of course. It is a giant foot, 808 HP. The monster said to exist since before the Great Collapse. If it gets angry, watch out. Well, we'll delay it. And we'll soul blur it. And it's slightly weak to fire, so we'll firebolt it. Hey, got the faint status, alright. So why is that spell called Firebolt when it's very clearly a fireball? See, how much HP does it have? 343. Well, definitely let's use magic on it. Can I get off another feint? One 5-shot, right? Or is it a 10% chance? I forget, actually. Either way, it didn't get to attack, so...
Oh, are we done already?
Okay, we got a juicy bone. Presumably that's the common drop. You'll notice it also had a chance of dropping an HP 2 quartz, which would have been nice. Also, there's another chest over there. Yeah, we better do that. And that did move the radius, but not enough for it not to hit everything, fortunately. Unless this kills the middle enemy in one shot, which it didn't, okay. Oh hey, level up for Charizard. And more lighters. So we'll go ahead and give her one of those too. Go ahead and do one of these. Yeah, Estelle's craft selection at this point in the game is not great. And now that I mention it, I can't think of that many crafts in general that Estelle gets that are actually decent. So I can hit both of these with Flicker, right? Yeah. I could go for the Sepithot, but water and time we don't particularly need, but I guess I'm going for it anyway. And I guess one could argue that we always need Time Sepith because you use it to craft Action Quartz. Okay, another Giant Foot. Maybe it'll drop the HP Quartz this time. Okay, it is 20%. I can't imagine it's... Well, I guess it might be vulnerable to instant death. It is just a regular enemy. And I did need that EP heal. Okay, no instant death this time. Well, most likely we'll actually get to see it attack, so... There's that. Yeah, I shouldn't have bothered. How about with the strength buff? Guess we'll never know. Okay, so what can you do, Giant Foot? Well, get mad, apparently. Yeah, that was kind of a waste. Well, it's still angry. And actually, I think now... Well, not yet. Wait for Shara to get her turn. And now we can use this. I cancel your angry. Okay, good. I really did not want it to get to that 50% strength up bonus. So that worked out. Now, I forgot which way we were going. I'm guessing the other way. I really should pay more attention to that compass. So, east. Then northwest. Then Beetle? That's not a compass direction. I don't think we've actually seen either of these enemies attack yet, either. So, Beetle, what can you do? Seal, okay. Well, that's not one of the worst status effects that can happen to you. It is a pain in the butt for people who depend on regular attacks and crafts, though.